Margo-night. I'm so glad to see you. I have missed you so. This video that I'm going to show you today, it took a very different turn than what I initially anticipated, but that's part of the fun of it all, isn't it? To see where it goes. I think you will really enjoy the twist. Just a little heads up, forewarning, foreshadowing. I'm playing a beta game in this video, and I have a number of people who are going to chime in with their opinions through some of the social ineptitudes that this game offers. Now, not to say that the game is bad. It isn't. It really is quite a clever game, and I suggest that people give it a try. But come for gameplay, stay for outrageous things to be said in a pass-fail. It's just a lot of fun. So straight out, this is going to be a bit of a spoiler for the initial part of the game, and I hope that anyone who watches this doesn't feel too put out that way. My email, as always, will be in the description. I hope you enjoy.
Okay, level 1, tap. Meeting up with sad girl. Oh, I'll move this to cheer her up. So, you are ugly when you cry. Let's see, is that going to go well? Get lost.
So at this point, I asked some guys that I know who are really good sports, seriously good sports, about how they would respond in this scenario. Would you approach her at all?
Religious, everything me. No.
No.
I'd probably offer her Kleenex.
Okay. And then following that, how would you expect her to react if you said you are ugly when you cry?
Oh, I don't know. I'd probably expect her to slap me.
I expect to get smacked.
Good question. I think I would probably engage him in conversation. Sadly, instead of punching him in the face.
You did not pass, but that's okay.
Really?
Really. Women don't like that.
Then I asked these same guys how they thought this woman would react as being told, cheer up, beautiful.
I'm not exactly sure.
I'd punch her in the face.
So
I mean him in the face, sorry.
I would expect a sort of a weird look, expect a weird look, like, what the hell?
A few women, very similar question. How would you respond to him telling you, you look ugly when you cry?
No way. I might do something to make him cry.
If I'm crying and someone says that to me, it's not going to go well.
And then, following that, how would you respond to cheer up, beautiful?
Just I'd awkwardly smile at and maybe ignore him and walk away because that's more crazier than probably why I'm crying.
Cheer up, beautiful. Like, seriously, someone says that to me, I'm creeped.
And then,
Who are you? All right, my name is Jeff.
I think that's a valid question. This guy's just coming up. It would make sense to ask who this person is. And so the question then I pose to the guys is, do you tell her your name, or do you say none of your business?
If I want to continue to have a relationship with her,
yes.
possibly I tell her my name.
Tell her my name.
And then,
I am Lucy. Nice to meet you.
I didn't ask, but okay. Or compliment her name. And I asked, and how would you envision her responding to that?
Compliment her on her name. Depends on my level of self-esteem. Yeah, I think if I have a high level of self-esteem, I'd be like, okay, goodbye, and walk away. But if I have a low self-esteem, I might be attracted to that kind of jerk-like behavior.
An option C. I guess go back to the original, but if she's okay.
I don't know, I expect her to be incredulous. I would compliment her on her name.
His
It's not something I'd find attractive. I like okay and brush it off and like try to leave.
Would have walked away and done my own thing and gone somewhere else to cry.
She's walking away. She's angry. And I think every girl gets it. I think most guys get it too.
Did you follow me?
But the question is for the guys, what would you do? She turned around and she saw that the guy was still behind her. I asked, would you say I'm walking in the same direction or I want to smell your hair, which were the options in the game?
Now, that is very subjective. What would I say? I'm walking in the same direction, but just wanted to smell your hair.
Let her be. Okay, so how would I respond if I was the woman? Be like, I don't know. I bet you she'd say something like, I usually don't let men smell my hair on the first date.
Go home? I'd say I'm going home. I'm the same direction. Again, get hit.
And I asked the women, he's following you. How would you respond?
I might start running, but I don't know. I mean, if you're getting followed, I think it's pretty instinctual to like walk fast, kind of like shoo him away.
The Chicago person, if he says turn around with my feet, I'll show you who creepy is. The sad thing is I've been in such a, not the exact current situation, but a similar one. And I'm just trying to think, which the thing was that I knew my area well enough that I was able to lose him pretty fast.
The guy who just got her name like a minute ago, she's freaked out that he knows it.
How do you know my name?
I asked the guys, how would you respond?
To walk away in the opposite direction because she's clearly crazy. Again, I feel like anything with insulting her is going to end up with me being hit.
Personally, I'd probably be like, well, you just told me your name. Maybe in such a scary situation, forgetting somebody's name is not the idea of being stupid, or the idea of, I want to get out of here. You're just creating a creepy situation.
If she doesn't remember something, that's all right. I don't know.
And then I asked the women, if you forgot that you told the guy your name and he used it, how would you respond to that?
I'd tell him I think we should go our separate ways. I'd probably tell him to like go elsewhere. Do I have anything to throw at him?
I got a nice right up.
This follows up with,
Sorry, I forgot.
so I asked the guys, given that she's apologized and she admitted that she forgot, do you ask her out?
I suppose.
I wouldn't ask her out. I'd probably call her stupid.
But I really would like to spend some more time with her if she's okay with that.
Hey, no problem. Want to go on a date? Yes, sure.
And I asked the women, is there any way in any scenario in which you would go out with him if he asked you out?
No.
So in this case, obviously she did. And she had just finished a lovely date. She's really happy when she's left the restaurant. Do you complain about the price of the food?
Depends how expensive it was.
No.
Depends how comfortable I feel with her. If she's happy and I feel very comfortable with her, and I feel like we have more of a connection, and if the price was too high, I might. But I don't think that that's an appropriate thing to do, so I probably wouldn't.
And for the gentleman, the next question, do you ask her how she could eat that much?
No.
If at this point of the date, we're comfortable enough with each other, and she's the type of person that will realize that for a complete joke, maybe as sort of a tease and a joke.
Okay,
But
but
if that's not
seriously.
the case, absolutely not.
Depends on her sense of humor. If she has a good sense of humor, like if I said a joke, then maybe she'll laugh and say something funny back. If not, then if I said it meanly, and then maybe she'll just be upset and never talk to me again.
So she's very agreeable, and she promises to pay the bill next time, which sounds fair, especially in a very egalitarian way of looking at it. And so I asked the gentleman, based on that, would you make it clear that you weren't going to let her forget her promise? Or would you keep the date going and ask, what now?
Whoever wrote this is God. I'd say both. Just because I like being funny and teasing.
No. I'd probably pay for next time anyway.
I'd say, what now?
And so the women had a very similar question. How would you feel about a guy who makes it clear that he's going to hold you to this promise at this junction of the date?
I'd be like, haha, okay.
I would think that I would ask something of him. Say that I'm not going to make you forget something that he's done. Like, acting like a creep.
In this case, the girl, the woman, she makes it clear she wants to go home with the guy. So I asked the men, she wants to go home with you. And do you tell her that you need to ask your mom, or just go?
No. I would go home.
No, I wouldn't.
The women were asked, if you chose to go home with him, how would you feel if he responded that he needed to ask his mommy first?
Oh no. He asks his mom if I can come over. I'd probably just say, oh, another time is fine. Like, it doesn't need to ever happen that I go over.
But your mommy makes good decisions for you, does she? Do you think she'll approve? Please have a lock on the door. I mean, bedroom door.
When you arrive, she is really judgy about your furniture. Would you basically tell her, if, by all means, go home then? Or say that you'll upgrade your life just for her?
I would tell her what she wants to hear.
Alright.
I mean, I don't know. I kind of maybe agree with her if my furniture does suck.
Upgrade lifestyle, for sure.
Yes, the women. And you get to his house, and his house is trashed. It's a mess, and the furniture is torn up. What do you say? Do you stay, or what do you do? How do you feel?
Most likely during that situation, I'd probably stay for 15 minutes and then make up an excuse to leave.
Okay, great. I actually expected that.
After this, there's only one question I feel needs to be posed. And it's a question I hope you guys will answer in the comments. What would be a better response? What would you think to say to her?
Thanks for watching. You are loved. Stay safe. Like and subscribe.